But it would be extremely remiss of me, ladies and gentlemen, if I did not pay tribute to our teachers, members of that profession most noble, who made it their daily duty to ensure that we learned and contributed our best efforts. I recall very well that frequently written remark on the report card, right across from the grade, "Can do better." I am certain, ladies and gentlemen, you will agree with me that there are no accolades too great, no acclaim too high to bestow on this most special and wonderful group. We are forever in their debt. I stand here today a proud product of Knox because as I look around this room, I see scores of Knoxites who have distinguished themselves in many spheres, nationally and internationally, and to be numbered among them is itself a true honor and privilege. In closing, ladies and gentlemen, it is my fervent desire that we all continue to support our alma mater and continue to be true and worthy ambassadors of Knox College as we proudly uphold its motto. Gratitude to him for taking me thus far on this journey called life. And I must echo the call of David in the Psalms, and it declares, "Bless the Lord, O my soul, and all that is within me, bless his holy name. Bless the Lord, O my soul, and forget not all his benefits." Hallelujah. And our guest speaker alluded to how we should count our blessings and not wait until we have all we think we should have before we thank God. So I thank him. Great indeed has been his faithfulness unto me, and I feel truly blessed. I must also acknowledge the role my family has played, and I see somebody has inserted in pen here, especially my wife. So I'd like My family has played a very strong and supportive role, and it's been a constant source of joy and inspiration for me throughout the years. And I can say quite clearly that without family and friends, success would be like a dish, totally devoid of flavor. And I have a beautiful sibling at the back there, my sister, Tina, who I must acknowledge. To my friends are those who, and I use this term loosely because I have to include Mr. Myers. You are few, but your sheer quality makes you both rare and invaluable. Lastly, ladies and gentlemen, that don't mean I'm finished speaking today. I still have quite a way to go. I would like to dedicate this award to my dear mother, who passed away some 10 months ago, and who single-handedly struggled to create the opportunity for me to stand here today, and who never gave up on me, even in the worst of times. As the book by Dr. Thompson says, she was full of rural gumption. And to quote another famous author, Enid Clark, she was my mother who fathered me, and I pay tribute to her and to every female and every mother in the midst today. Ladies and gentlemen, the building of the character of a nation's youth is no simple undertaking. It is impacted by a complex variety of factors that in the final analysis molds the finished product into either a civic-minded, productive member of society or a dysfunctional one. From your very first day at Knox, you were made to feel special as you were greeted and welcomed with genuine warmth, which removed much of the trepidation associated with entering a new and strange environment. Of course, Knox was the institution all primary school children in a 30 or so mile radius aspired to attend. But this dream was not just limited to children, as most of the parents also share this aspiration for their offspring. I personally can still vividly recall the warnings issued to me by my grandmother, who threatened to bring all her wrath and her guava stick to bear on that certain part of my anatomy if I did not pass my common entrance and get into no other school but Knox. Such, ladies and gentlemen, was the esteem in which this great institution was held by all and sundry. And I dare say, even 60 years later, this still holds true. At Knox, we were skillfully and carefully nurtured to become what we are today, responsible, caring, and productive citizens of the world, as Knoxites have contributed and continue to contribute their skills, talent, and knowledge to many countries across the globe. For who can forget that most innovative work-study program conceptualized and introduced at Knox, the first at any high school in Jamaica? This novel approach towards combining academics and exposure to the working world gave Knoxites a distinct competitive advantage and prepared them for that seamless transition they always seem to make into the so-called real world. When our founder, the Reverend Louis Davidson, embarked on his dream some 6 years ago to build an educational institution of note in the hilly, heavily forested area where the school is located, a few must have questioned his sanity, and more than a few would have thought it was a mission destined for failure. But long before the phrase, "a mind is a terrible thing to waste," became popular, the Louis Davidson dream was taking shape in the form of a new institution of learning, aided and abetted by scores of young, ambitious boys and girls in and around the Christiana and Spalding areas who were yearning for such an outlet for their creative genius. And geniuses they were indeed, as evidenced by the stellar academic achievement recorded by those early cohorts as they commenced what was to become a fine Knox tradition that continues to this very day. But to believe that an education at Knox was geared solely towards producing academic results would be grossly misleading, as Knox recognized that, as so eloquently expressed by the late Reverend Dr. Martin Luther King, intelligence plus character, that is the goal of true education. And how very well this objective was realized at Knox. When some schools focused solely on academics and others sought to build a legacy through sports, Knox developed and maintained its focus on building the character of its students to produce solid, well-rounded individuals, skillfully equipped to face and conquer whatever challenges life may throw their way. Ladies and gentlemen, time does not permit me to enumerate all the remarkable achievements and firsts accomplished by this august institution of learning that I was privileged to attend. But any Knoxite worth his salt, and believe me, they all are, can furnish an exhaustive list of these. But it would be extremely remiss of me, ladies and gentlemen, if I did not pay tribute to our teachers, members of that profession most noble, who made it their daily duty to ensure that we learned and contributed our best efforts. I recall very well that frequently written remark on the report card, right across from the grade, "Can do better." I am certain, ladies and gentlemen, you will agree with me that there are no accolades too great, no acclaim too high to bestow on this most special and wonderful group. We are forever in their debt. I stand here today a proud product of Knox because as I look around this room, I see scores of Knoxites who have distinguished themselves in many spheres, nationally and internationally, and to be numbered among them is itself a true honor and privilege. In closing, ladies and gentlemen, it is my fervent desire that we all continue to support our alma mater and continue to be true and worthy ambassadors of Knox College as we proudly uphold its motto: to strive, to serve, and not to yield. Ladies and gentlemen, I thank you.